Hey Libra, hope you're doing well. This is going to be your love reading for the month of June. Please keep in mind that these are general messages, so they're not going to resonate with everyone. If it resonates with you, that's great, but if not, you can check out your moon, your rising, potentially your Venus sign as well. One of those readings may resonate with you. So, Libra, Libra, Libra. Let's see what we got going on for love for you for this month. Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus, so you have Taurus energy. This card came up for Taurus as well. All right, so let's see which Libras we're going to be dealing with, and we'll just kind of go from there. We're just kind of doing a bit of a freeform kind of reading here. So let's see. Okay. I honestly, Libra, it feels like this message is going to be for Libras who either they've recently pulled their energy away from someone, they've left a relationship, or they've ghosted, they cut someone off. I feel like I get a lot of Virgo energy here as well, but it feels like it really just feels like it could be. I do get a little bit of energy of some of you have been in this kind of a phase because we've got the quarantine card with the Empress of the Night energy. So some of you have been in a phase where you haven't really been interested necessarily in love or truly pursuing love. There's like an energy where you've just been kind of chilling on your own, and you're coming out of almost like a dormant period in your love life kind of energy. Others of you have just, I feel like a very nocturnal energy. It's almost like you've turned out the lights on a connection, is what it feels like. And it's just like an energy of Libras who are just very focused on themselves. So whether you are coming out of a phase where you've been focusing on yourself and you're ready to come out of that energy, it's not necessarily for a person. It's just you feel like you've done the work. And so now you're ready for someone else or something else when it comes to love. And then for those of you who are in the process or will be cutting someone off, just cutting someone off from your energy. Some of you may not be cutting off a relationship, but some of you may be limiting someone's access to you. And you feel like this is something new that you're doing with them, and you just feel like it's necessary. So if you are in that type of an energy, we're going to look at kind of what questions I need to ask here. What do I need to ask for these Libras? What do I need to ask? And if that's not your situation, again, feel free to check out one of the other readings from this month on the page. One card at a time, please. What do I need to ask? Okay. Ooh. Okay. So the first card we have here is devotion. I feel like this is a simple question here. I keep getting, what is it that Libra should be devoting their time, energy, and resources to right now? Where should they be devoting their time, energy, and resources? Ooh, okay. Okay, so and I feel like I may be doing this throughout the reading, so I hope this is not confusing, but I'm getting messages for people who are in both of the scenarios that I kind of outlined initially. So, first of all, one of the things that you need to be devoted to for those of you who are choosing to cut someone out is that it has to be peace over conflict. And I get peace over everything for you. I feel like anything that brings conflict and strife into your life, anything that causes any kind of internal conflict, or whether you are fussing, fighting, if there's constant friction in a connection or relationship, what you need to be devoted to is either doing what you can to bring peace to the situation, or again, for some of you, just retreating and finding your own peace. And for some of you, the peace that you need is just excommunicating an energy from your life. And you need to be committed to that. Now, for those of you who are moving into the phase where you're coming out of that self quarantine that we've all kind of been in. But for you, it's more romantic quarantine. There's an energy here where you need to, when you kind of step out, for some of you who are stepping back into the dating scene, the romantic scene, there's an energy here where when you're evaluating options, is what it feels like, is that one of the main things that you need to be focused on is making sure that there are not any glaring personality conflicts with people that you are interested in or are dating. There's an energy here where you have to make sure that the puzzle pieces fit. You don't need a mirror, but you do need someone that fits you. And I feel like you've done enough work for those of you who you really felt that that was more your energy, that you've come out of a period where you've done a lot of internal work, where you know your triggers, you know what could potentially cause conflict in relationships and connections, and you need to do your best to try to avoid that and look for connections and people that you instantly feel a sense of peace there, where you really feel like you complement one another. And that I really get, for some of you, you've come out of relationships where there was a lot of conflict, and you can identify immediately when you're entertaining an energy whether or not that there could potentially be conflict, or you two just clash too much. And so it's going to be really important for you to make sure that you're committed to choosing relationships that almost as if they bring in and facilitate peace in your life and not chaos. If that makes sense. Clarify this. Okay, not that one. Anything else they need to know about that? Yeah, Ten of Cups. It's interesting, Libra, because it feels like, especially for those of you who are moving back into, and you're ready for dating, and you're ready for someone new in your life, it's that you really know what will make you happy with the Ten of Cups energy. It's like you know the qualities that you're looking for. And so it's telling me here that it's very important for you not to compromise on those qualities and to be very, very devoted to seeking out individuals and vetting people to make sure they have the qualities of the kind of person that you know can bring that peace, that joy, that happiness into your life. There's an energy here like, for some of you, family is super, super, super important to you. You value it in a very, very strong way. Not in the typical, stereotypical, everyone values family way, but it's going to be very important if you already have children that you find someone either who already understands the concept of family and the two of you agree on what family means. It's very, very important that that's in alignment, I feel like, for some of you. For others of you, that was a conflict here. Either the two of you, this could be someone you've had children with, or you know that your your child rearing philosophies are not in alignment, or what you see in the future as far as partnership and what that means to you is not in alignment. And because you know that, because you've had those conversations, because that's been made clear to you, it's important that you don't lose sight of that. And you don't there's this energy like, don't forget that is one of the reasons, or a significant reason, why you chose to remove yourself from someone. There's also an energy here I keep getting that feels like, for some of you, there was a person that would always choose drama and chaos over just being happy and peaceful, and that's not what you want. You two aren't on the same wavelength. You don't respond to drama in the same way. You don't need it in the same way. And because of that, that situation will never work. And that's something that you've realized. And that's why you've chosen to eliminate that energy. It's telling me just don't lose sight of that if this person tries to come back into your life. Okay, so next we have the Jeopardy card. A question here. Okay. What are the potential pitfalls for Libra here? What are the potential pitfalls for these particular Libras? What are they in jeopardy of losing? What are they in jeopardy of facing? What do they need to be warned of here for these particular Libras? What do they need to be warned of? Okay. So, okay. So I feel like this message is the same for both, so I won't need to make a distinction here. But there's an energy here that the main thing that you need to be careful of is giving a situation a lot of time and waiting for confusion to clear, giving too much leeway to a person or a situation that brings nothing but confusion into your life. There's an energy here where there's an energy like you may fall into either a previous pattern, or this could be a new pattern where I feel like you extend a lot of rope, or you have in the past, or I keep getting this energy like this wait and see energy. Like this wait to see if what you think this person is, the fantasy you created around a person, or their potential will manifest. Be careful of that energy. I feel like that is a very precarious energy for these particular Libras. You need to be looking for individuals to come into your life ready made. Like the person that they are when they come into your life, they have most of the qualities you're looking for. I'm not saying that you should expect everyone to have 100% of your qualities, but I'm saying that you should not be allowing energies into your life based on the potential that they have. This is very specific to you in this reading. I also get, be careful about allowing people to linger or hang in your life. Just hang around. This energy of, especially when because it feels like moving forward, you may have a lot of different options, some great, some not so great, some not great at all. And there's an energy here, like you may allow some energies to linger longer than they should. You need to be very, very careful of that type of an energy. And for those of you who retreated from a particular person, there's an energy here like, please don't wait for this person to come to their senses, is what I'm feeling here. Don't get into that energy where you're hoping that your absence leads this person to realize what you meant to them. It's the wrong energy to be in here. It's upside down. The Fool. There's an energy here. I keep getting that what we just discussed is a fool's errand. I just feel like with this Fool energy that you need to find the healthy balance between hopefulness and fantasy. There's an energy here like, yeah, there's an energy that you could easily fall into a space where you're a bit naive, potentially. When it comes to individuals, but I feel like this is more about situations. First, it feels like an energy of what's the harm? That's what I'm getting. Like, well, what's the harm in, still, talking to this person or texting this person? Yeah, I'm not super interested, but what's the harm? It feels like that's the wrong energy for you to adopt. If you're not interested, or if you know that you two are not super compatible, it's really telling me here that you need to cut off that pathway, and you need to do that clearly so that there's always the space for what is new and what is for you to come in. All right. Okay, what's the last question here? We've got the obstruction card. What is most likely to get in Libra's way when it comes to love here? What's their biggest obstacle when it comes to getting the love that they desire and want? Ooh. Ooh, come on, Libra. Libra, this is going to be right to the point. Your message is pretty clear. The biggest obstacle for you is the past. Six of Cups. Falling back into an energy where you long for the past, you're missing the past, you reminisce about the love you had with someone else, the connection you had with someone else, and allowing energies that should have been completely cut off and released to meander their way back into your life. The other thing here that I'm sensing here is that again, this feels specific. This may not be for all Libras, but um, some of you are, especially for those of you where your love language is gifts and you like to receive gifts, that is the way that you like to receive love. You need to be very, very careful about what you accept from people and the value that you put on the things that people do for you and the things that people give you. Some of you may be placing too high a value. Be careful. And again, this may not be all, but some of you may be placing a little bit too high a value on what someone gives you versus what they do for you. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. There's an energy here also that especially with the Princess and the Six of Cups, both of these are children here. Some of you, the big obstacle is, especially if you already have children, is either finding time to date with children or navigating the waters of dating when you have children. The other thing could be the way you view other people coming into your life with children. So I just have to put that out there. Clarify this energy, please. Ten of Cups is back again. I keep getting this energy of allowing people from the past to come in and be an option when they shouldn't even be considered an option for you, Libra. Just be careful of that energy, allowing them to linger around. Because I keep getting this energy, they're taking up space energetically that should be allocated for someone else. You need to be kind of aware of that energy. Let's do this. What about this new? I keep getting a bit of, especially for those of you who are looking for, are opening to dating. What is it that they need to be aware of? Those newer love energies. Again, there it is. A few love interests. There's going to be multiple people coming in for you. You're going to have a lot of options. The way you decide to sift through these options is going to be instrumental in the love that you eventually end up with and how quickly that relationship actually manifests. It's the way you're dealing with these options that come in that will ultimately determine how quickly love comes in, a solid love kind of commitment energy comes in for you. It's very important here. So we get also the Friends First card. It's going to be really, really important for you to establish connections that are genuine and authentic, and you relate to one another and are compatible and are friends first. It feels like the best relationship for you ultimately is one where you connect on a lot of other levels other than physically and sexually initially. Connections that come in that are extremely like sexually charged and passionate right out of the gate, it feels like those may fizzle out quickly. So just be careful of that energy. Is there anything else they need to know? Ooh. Okay, so we've got last card is the Shadow Self. So I'm going to read this directly off the card here, just so you know, because this is energies that are coming in. It says you may meet someone who will trigger you to express your shadow side, which are this. the elements of self that we need to work on, right? And while it may not be a comfortable experience, there's much you can learn about yourself. I feel like through this process, you are going to learn and grow even further. I know a lot of you have done a lot of growth and have experienced a lot of growth here recently. To prepare yourself for this next phase, but there's still things that you need to continue to learn about yourself through this process. And there will be people who come in and trigger those things in you. I think it's important for you to welcome that. There's an energy like, I feel like Libras can value that you can't, I feel like especially you understand how important it is to evolve into your best self and to continue that process of evolving into the best you. It's the only way you can truly find that balance. And so I hope you welcome that energy. But overall, it does look good. It does look good for you, for sure. Especially because it feels like these Libras know what they want. It feels like there's an energy like there's some temptation that may come, and there's some tests. But you studied. You should be able to pass these. So let me know how that goes. I hope this was helpful and provided a little bit of clarity for you. Thank you so much for watching, Libra, as always, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.